might have lived on the hole.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are at Sydney Marovitz, a 9-hole Chicago Park District course. It is a beautiful par 36 course, just a little over 3,200 yards with a slope of 127. Let's hit the first tee. Hole number 1, 400-yard par 4, and we're going to track our score as well as our good shot counter. Here we go. Our normal camera was acting a fool today, so we actually had to resort to using my phone, which impacted the video quality as well as the audio, so appreciate you guys' patience. But I feel like it's still pretty solid quality. That was a pretty solid approach shot, leaving us a 7-foot putt. So we'll give ourselves a shot right here, but not this really short putt. Tidy this up to start with a bogey, feeling good, heading to number 2. One of 2 par 5s on this golf course. We don't start too hot with hitting this hook into the left. It was really dry that day, so the ball just kept rolling, and we just got really familiar with the trees on this golf course. That was a series of bad course management decisions, but we were able to salvage a little bit with a nice approach shot over this bunker to give us a 6-footer to save bogey. Strong start with 2 bogeys and on to number 3, the first par 3. The tee shot leaked a little bit to the right over here and put ourselves in kind of a jam with having to hit out of this mud patch. We overcooked it, so we have to chip back on. The phone doesn't expand as far as the normal camera setup, so you gotta believe me that the flag was over there, and I was able to put it in with my pitching wedge. Let's see if we can continue the bogey train on number 4, a dog-leg left par 4. Gonna have to recover from this big slice off the tee. After that terrible shot, we tried to get through this tiny gap right here, which currently do not have the skills to do, and I absolutely knew that, so just bad course management. But luckily, my short approach game was on point that day, and it was raining, so the greens were super receptive. But unfortunately, had to end the hole with an absolutely despicable 3-putt. Goldfish memory here, moving on to number 5, the second par 5, and the number 1 handicap hole at Sydney Marovitz. Before we tee off, I just have to admire this beautiful scenery and really process how lucky we are to have access to a golf course with a lakefront view, and it's a public municipal course. Unfortunately, this hole was not as picturesque as the view itself. The drive goes right, and I'm pretty lucky it didn't go out of bounds, but terrible contact on the approach shot, ended up in the bunker, but pretty good fairway bunker shot by my standards. So I'll give myself a shot right there. Went a little bit long on this pitch shot, but was lucky to just get it close, lag it up, and then 2-putt and moving on. Number 6 is a signature par 3 at Sydney Marovitz, hitting over the water onto a peninsula green. As you can see here, I barely avoid water in the penalty stroke. Went a little bit over, so I had to chip back on. Got myself within about 7 feet here. And boom, shakalaka. Second made putt with the pitching wedge. Alright, we're on the final stretch of holes here, and hoping to finish strong. This drive goes a little bit right up where we want to go, but still very much playable in the rough. We're going to take a pause right here to take a look at our swing, because all of our misses today have been pushes and push slices. So at the top, our width is pretty good, the hands are above the ankles, probably could be a little bit wider, our hip rotation is okay, probably could rotate a little bit more. Now transition to the downswing, and you can see this is where all the problem areas are. First, our shaft is way above the plane, coming in real steep. And second, my hips are pushing forward and my right foot is lifting off. Early extension. This typically causes all kinds of problems, but we got lucky, squared a club face, and gave us ourselves a nice little 10-foot putt. But definitely an area that we need to work on. Nice little lag putt, and we're going to clean it up for a nice par heading to the final 2 holes. Hole number 8 is a short par 4 at 323 yards, and the sun is setting on us, as you can see by the headlights on the right. I absolutely pulled the drive way left, and the next 2 shots, I do not want to torture you, but they did not go as planned. Then I hit this bunker shot out of rock solid sand that kind of skipped and stopped within 5 feet of the hole for a bogey saving putt. Stepping up the tee box for the final hole of the day. We're at +9, so there's a chance to play bogey golf today. I absolutely flushed this drive down the middle of the fairway over a bunker, feeling good at my chances. We follow up that drive with a flushed wedge that's tracking all the way and actually lips out. But still, it leaves us this nice little 3-footer to finish under bogey for the day. Feels amazing to end the round on a birdie, but let's take a look at the scorecard. There are 3 things I want to call out. The first being I had 10 good shots today out of a total of 44 shots, so that's only 23%. However, when you combine that with averaging 1.56 putts per hole and a major piece is 0 penalties, we were able to go below bogey today. So once again, thank you for watching. I really hope you guys subscribe and follow me on my journey. And as always, keep living in the moment.